All-Pro punter from a year ago, Michael Dixon, to punt for Seattle. Back deep, the veteran Ted Ginn. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at the 20. This is Alvin Kamara, who made the Pro Bowl in each of his first 2 NFL seasons. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So he was holding from that left tackle position.
Everyone tries to keep their hands inside when they're blocking ever since they liberalized the rules where you can extend them out. But sometimes they get out a little wide and they get detected grabbing some cloth.
There's Breeze. Michael Kendricks coming in to drop him.
Well, we knew coming in it was going to be a long afternoon if they weren't able to hold up against this pass rush, huh?
What we didn't know was that protection was going to spring a leak on the first play from scrimmage.
Got after him right out of the gate.
Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. And he makes it all the way down to the 31. A big play there out of Kamara. 67 yards on the ground. So forget about any talk of possible safeties. Here's 1st and 10, clear on the other side of the field. They run with a former Viking and Raider. It's Latavius Murray. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29. 2 yards that time, a stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
You can't block me. You can't block me. Come on.
Throwing now is Breeze. The catch made over the middle by Ginn. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 18.
His 13th NFL season now, Ted Ginn, still a reliable target for Drew Brees. 787 yards in 2017, just 5 games last year due to injuries, but he still has the wheels.
And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. It was Jaron Reed who got him down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Watch out. Kill.
2nd and 5 now. Breeze. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. He was trying to hit Thomas that time, and it's 3rd and 5.
It is tough to complete pass against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow him to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let him get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. The kick by Lutz is good. And the Saints are going to take a 3-0 lead. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
On 2nd and 7, Wilson going for the deep ball. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
14, front it.
On third down, Wilson. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out, fumble. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll kick it away for the second time. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
From the 25 on second down, Breeze looking left side and completing it to Thomas. A breakaway for Michael Thomas. 20, 10, touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas, his second touchdown on the season. And the Saints are able to strike quickly for 6.
Partner, one of the cardinal rules of defense is that if you're in position to make a tackle, you need to make it.
Well, and if you can't make the tackle before that, you just got to knock that ball down, right?
Yeah, something has to happen because we saw the end result there. Missed tackle, he goes all the way and takes it for a touchdown.
This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
The Seahawks take over first and 10.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on second and 13. And he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line.
On a second and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good...
Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And this is picked up by the Saints. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
Result of the play.
Ready. 95-56. 95-56. Check right.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara taking it right down Broadway. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara, his second touchdown on the season. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Lutz good on the extra point, and that makes our score 17-0. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This will be taken in at the 1. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Let's go.
The Seahawks take over first and 10.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down. Let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up.
It's 3rd and 7.
To throw on 3rd down, Wilson. And it's hauled in by Ed Dixon. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. They run for it with Carson, and he won't get there. They stop him a few yards. Short of the line to gain.
Alexander on the tackle. Result of the play is a turnover on downs.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Hey. Watch, kill.
Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally.
And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. The former #1 overall pick, Jadeveon Clowney, able to record his 5th sack of the season. 3rd and long now after the sack of Breeze, and the Saints up against it here. Shotgun now for Breeze. He wants it all for the end zone. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this first half, a second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored 1, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the Wild Bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
We'll see what his offense can do. Tackle there going to Marshawn Lattimore.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense, because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Come on, QB, come on.
Wilson to throw on 3rd down. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. It's the linebacker, Alex Anzalone, and he'll take this back down inside the 20.
95-56. Let's go.
On the ground, this is Kamara. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set him up.
Gets this to a standout receiver, Thomas. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Come on, one thing for sure, you know that Michael Thomas is going to be the target on a 3rd down pass, and Drew Brees finds him and keeps this drive moving.
They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. They run. It's Kamara, and he's got the 1st down as he gets it to the 8. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Here's 1st and goal, and gosh, points here, a chance maybe to put this thing away before halftime. Running with Kamara, and he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. Second down and goal. Breeze. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Colby Listenby. His second touchdown on the season. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Lutz with the extra point, and the route is on here in this first half. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This is taken at the 3. And they finally get to him, but not before he's past the 45 to the 46-yard line.
Now that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
Good starting field position for him as they come up 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. And an alley to run. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
It's a gain of 11. That's good for the Seahawks. First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
On first down, Wilson. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. Eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to let it go deep, right sideline. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. This is taken at his 4. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Breeze. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. And Austin Safarian-Jenkins has it. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Here's Thomas Morstead now, as he'll punt it away for the second time.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. They'll start on the ground. It's Rashad Penny. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. A terrific run there by Penny. 74 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Here's Procise. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose one or two. On 2nd and 11 now. Wilson flushed out right. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Wilson leaves this one with Penny. And it's a big play there on 3rd down, but with the marker on the field, I don't think it's going to hold. Let's see. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. On 3rd down, Wilson. Dancing to his left. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And he'll be brought down at his own 10-yard line.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open?
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it. Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you just don't.
And he's going to be taken down, sacked back at the 2. Shaquem Griffin, he was relentless there as he hits home for the sack.
All right, let's go ahead and detail this situation here. 3rd and long coming up, back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle?
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your punter because you don't want him backed up where he has to alter what he does. It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. Now it's Lockett. 12 yards on the return that time, and it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately.
And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks are able to cut into that deficit. Throwing is Wilson. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion. Caught in the end zone. And that cuts the lead a bit further. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Now flags will come in. And I think this is against the Saints up front. And that false start penalty is certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. Pressure comes, he's taken down by the Seahawk defense.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Now Breeze going up top. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. And sensing the momentum maybe changing here a little bit, Charles.
Yeah, this defense is going to get off the field quickly, and their offense got them a touchdown last time they had the ball, so they should get another shot.
Returnable for Lockett. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was fairly easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. Penny, a first down carry. Demario Davis, who was the Saints' leading tackler in his first year in New Orleans, in on the stop.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
That was Rashad Penny. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Tackle there by Alex Anzalone. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's the Seahawks with possession of the football, but they do trail here to begin quarter number 4.
Check 25, check 25, check 52.
Here's Wilson on third down. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Marcus Davenport, the first rounder out of UTSA, with a sack. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's really difficult.
And Wilson's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games. And now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They run it again with Kamara. And an alley to run. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 12 yards there and a first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue.
Ted Ginn's gonna go! Touchdown, New Orleans! Ted Ginn, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is it bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
The Seahawks take over first and 10.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Now Wilson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Eli Apple. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. Now that turnover might just about do it here. 4th quarter, the lead that you've got, they can just run the football, run the clock.
Exactly right. They played smart, couple of first downs, and this one should just about be over.
It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Ready? 5-8, 5-8. Defense, let's go.
Again, it's Kamara. And some room to work. And he's taken down inside the red zone, past the Seattle 15. A big play there out of Kamara. Give him 42 yards on the ground. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. That's caught. It's Thomas. And he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. A man who's been busy this afternoon. It's Kamara again. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Alvin Kamara, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. And oh my goodness, this is nowhere close. Well to the right and no good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give it
and he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Now it's Wilson. He's going to wind up and air it out. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Eli Apple. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line.
Honey, I dash, got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, the man, oh, deal with the hands. Thought he could guard me, I ruin they plans. I do what I want, they do what they can. Got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, honey, y'all dash, 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 yeah. They can't catch up cause they lacking the stamina. Way too advanced to be playing with amateurs. Stay on attack when they tackle like damager. They react and play it back on the camera. Hot boy, just consider me flammable. Sure shot, I got all the intangibles. Need a leash, I'm a beast, I'm an animal. Heat the competition up like a Hannibal. Know the game like I wrote up the manual. I do weekly what you do on the annual. MVP, that decision unanimous. Big dogs, I don't think they can handle this. Battlefield, it's just me and my warriors. Guaranteed we emerging victorious. Years, blood, sweat, tears, it's glorious. I remember when they always ignoring us. Dash, got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, the man, oh, deal with the hands. Thought he could guard me, I ruin they plans. I do what I want, they do what they can. Got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, honey, y'all dash, honey, y'all dash, honey, y'all dash, honey, y'all dash, honey, y'all dash. They slept on the team that they owe me. I need a ring and a trophy. I say I'm the best cause I am. It's no need in keeping it low-key. I can carve up the D like a turkey or run straight through the D like a train. This year we ain't taking no losses. It's all about making the game. I hear a lot of trash talk. He call us up making a name. I put on the Jets. The coach will regret even letting them stay in the game. Team morale took a tumble. Next time be humble. I'm the lion in the jungle. You just trying not to fumble. Rumble, young man, rumble. Never slip nor stumble. I take off, poof, magic. Now watch me juke through the traffic. Footwork fantastic. Dominating every facet. Treat the pocket like plastic. Here come the blitz, pass it. Got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash. Honey, y'all dash, honey, y'all 100-yard dash, 100-yard dash.
Yeah, in the field like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, yeah, whole squad like, what? In the field like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, what? Whole squad like, yeah, in the field like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, yeah, whole squad like, yeah, in the field like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, yeah. You don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. No, I said you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog. You don't want. Call us dangerous. Ain't too many can play with us. See what this game here taking us. No barber, ain't no fading us. I ain't really saying much. Actions be louder than words, man. I just wanna be heard from your mom to your pop to the beat to the birds, man. Cut right off on the curb like I'm Barry Sanders. Chains on and the diamonds dancing. Game on, so it's time to go. When the rain starts, I'ma let you know. Name a squad that is better though than my home team. We a pot of gold. I'm a dog. I'ma need a bone for my whole team. I'ma let it go like blah. Yeah, in the field like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, yeah, whole squad like, what? In the field like,